welcome back to my channel. Today's video I'm doing a first impressions and it's on the brand Physicians Formula. Now I did mention I went to Bruges recently and in one of the pharmacies that I went into I saw a stand of Physicians Formula. I don't think, well, we might be able to get it in the UK, but I mean I haven't seen it in the UK. I may not just be, I may not be looking properly, but I saw it and I thought perfect, I'm going to pick a bunch of stuff up and do first impressions while I've got the chance to grab some stuff. So I didn't get any eye products actually, I only got face products today. Okay, so the first product I'm going to try is the Insta Ready Face Primer. It has SPF 18, which is always great, and this retailed for €16.90. So that's what it looks like out of the packaging. It has a little pump on it, so okay, so I've got a pump and that's what it looks like. I'd say it's got a weird texture, I don't know what it is. I think it's got a bit of a silicone feel to it. Oh, so it's a mattifying primer, provides weightless, invisible coverage that preps skin to create a perfect canvas for easy application. So blurs pores, fine lines and imperfections, absorbs instantly, extends makeup wear, breathable and non-greasy. So yeah, so it did have that kind of like silicone feeling, which is quite common with pore blurring primers. And it's not really a primer I kind of tend to go for. I like the hydrating one. Even though I do have pores that probably do need like blurring, I just rather hydrating ones. When I didn't pick up foundation, I actually picked up a BB cream. So this is their Super BB Beauty Balm Cream. So it's meant to, it replaces moisture. Oh, so it's to replace moisture and foundation. And it has an SPF 30. Let's see what it says on the back. So I got mine in the shade light. There are only two shades, light and then light medium, which is, unless it's just the lack of the range in that particular shop, but that's quite, well, it's not great at all. So it's a multitasking lightweight cream, combines skincare plus makeup benefits for a naturally flawless skin. I can already see through the packaging, I think it's going to be too dark for my skin tone, as that which does happen quite a lot. It feels nice, it feels like a BB cream, but as you can see that is, it's shade light and that is going to be not my shade. But they didn't have anything lighter than this, so we'll just have to... Okay, and this retailed for €19.90. Okay, so I'm going to use that for now. And actually whilst I was there, I have used this already quite a few times. Where's it gone? I did actually pick up a new sponge because my beauty blender was just getting to the point where it wasn't even cleaning properly. But as you can see, this one is dirty as well, but it's a brand, it's like a new one, so it'll clean quite nicely when I try to. I think this one, the brand Park Avenue maybe? Yeah, it looks very similar to the like Real Techniques one, but it's not. It's by a brand called Park Avenue, never heard of it before, but I just really needed a new sponge and it was €6.99. And yeah, I've been really loving this sponge at the moment, but so yeah, that is not my shade at all. But let's see what the formula is like with this one. I mean, it blends out really nicely. I have to say I really enjoy BB creams. I just think even sometimes when I'm going out I'll still use a BB cream and just go for fuller coverage concealer and stuff like that. I just think BB creams have just got a really nice finish to them. They keep everything looking very nice and natural. No, they don't cover everything, but I just really like the finish and like how it even makes the skin look, and it just makes the skin look so nice and healthy and fresh. So this blends out really nicely. As you can see, it's not covering my spots at all, but it's definitely given a nice even finish. If you're someone who likes a full coverage foundation, you're not going to like this at all. Okay, so that's the BB cream on. Like I said, it's given barely any coverage, but it has given my skin a nice evenness. It looks really glowy, really healthy. Okay, so moving on to concealer, I picked up their Youthful Wear Youth Boosting Spotless Concealer. And it said SPF 15. This one retailed for €16.90. So it's a brightening concealer, infuses spotless technology, helps improve the appearance of dark spots, age spots and sunspots. Okay, so it's one that's got a roller ball and you have to twist to get any product to come out. What shade did I get of this? I got it in the shade light medium. Again, that was the lightest one we had, so it might be darker than the foundation, but now I've got some activated. So first of all, I'm going to pop a little bit under my eyes. Yeah, so you couldn't blend out with this. It's an interesting scent. So it seems like quite a liquid concealer, I have to say. Ooh. Blend that really nicely. It's a really, because it is, like I said, it was a very liquid, yeah, quite a liquid concealer. It blends out really nicely, and I feel like if you've got dry under eyes, this is going to work really nicely. I'd say I think it has given some coverage under there. I mean, I don't necessarily have the darkest under eyes, so I don't always need to go in the heavy one under the eyes, but I think it has covered quite nicely there, and I just think it's sitting really nicely under the eyes. I will quickly do the other end. I'll zoom in for you. So yeah, so I mean, it has given some coverage. I think you can still see a little bit of my darkness under there, but like I don't actually suffer from too much darkness under the eye, which is quite nice actually. But it's sitting really lovely. It looks very hydrating under the eyes. So yes, if you've got dry under eyes, this might be really nice, I think. I mean, so it hasn't given the most coverage to my spots. It's definitely given some, but not anything crazy. I probably wouldn't use this again on spots, but under the eyes, I actually really like it. I just think my under eyes look so good. No creasing at the moment. The one product I did not get was a powder. So, usually I would put a powder under there. But I might just see how it goes without putting a powder for now, and then if I need to, I will put powder. So like I said, I didn't get a powder, unfortunately. I don't know why I didn't pick one up. One thing I did pick up was the Super BB Insta Ready Contour Trio BB Stick. The cream contour stick, this is what it looks like, and it comes with 3 shades, so I guess one more to contour, slightly warm the skin, and then to highlight. You've got the lightest one is to highlight, so it adds radiance. Second one is to sculpt, adds warmth. And the third one is to contour, to add definition. And this would retail for €14.90. This is what it looks like here. It's got a little thing at the bottom where you can roll it to make more come up. No, did I put any of that on? That's what you've got. So you've got the one to contour, to sculpt and to highlight. If this works, this is going to be a great product for people who are not so great at contouring, and it's actually quite like a good lazy product. It's quite a warm toned product. Let's blend it. I'm using the sponge again because it is cream. It blends nicely. Almost possibly a bit too nicely. Oh no, you can still see it a little bit. Okay, so I actually pressed a little harder on this side to get a bit more pigment. I mean, this is a great product for beginners, I have to say, because it kind of places the product almost exactly where you want it to be. Obviously, there's going to be issues with skin tone because I don't think I saw any other shades of this in the shop where I went to. So if this is the only one they do, that's going to be a problem. I mean, they may well do other shades, but in the shop they didn't. But I think it blends out too well to contour with. Maybe to act as just the bronzer, just to add warmth to the skin and then some highlight. I think that works, but not necessarily to contour. I actually really like the highlighting thing. I didn't think I would. So I did also pick up a bronzer. This is a powder bronzer. This is the Bronze Booster. So it's a high performance bronzer for an instant and lasting tan glow. I got it in the shade light medium. I think it was the lightest one they did. So it says it blends and builds easy to your desired level of bronze. Ultra lightweight powder glides on smoothly for a uniform and even tan glow. It's exciting. And this one retailed for $19.90. Okay, so this is what it looks like. It's quite a hefty bronzer. So if you open it up, oh, so you've got the bronzer there. It's quite, no, it's quite cool toned actually, and it looks matte as well. Yeah, what is there? There is. It looks very matte, but it is. I think if I look up really close, there is a little bit of shimmer in there. Nothing horrendous. So you've got a little mirror there, and then it then comes with a brush in this section, but I don't think I will be using that brush. I'm going to take the Real Techniques Duo Fibre Face Brush and just damp into this and see what it's like. Like I said, it looks quite cool toned. Oh, hang on. Yeah, it does have specks of shimmer to this. They're actually, well, quite, I'd say quite visible on the skin, which I'm not best pleased about. But I like the shade itself is actually a really nice shade because it, like I said, it looked quite kind of cool toned. I'm just going to try and make everything match, even though it doesn't. And I actually really quite like the shade of this bronzer. It's just unfortunate that there is specks of glitter. Yeah, because it's actually blending on the skin lovely, considering I haven't set anything. Like I said, it's a really nice colour. For my skin tone, like, it was light to medium, like I said. It's just, I don't mind it. I mean, I do have bronzers that have shimmer to them, but this is like kind of quite a noticeable shimmer to me, and I feel like if people looked at my skin, they'd be like, you've got specks of glitter on your face or something. It's annoying because it's a really nice shade and it blends really beautifully on the skin. Okay, moving on to blusher. I picked up one of the Argan Wear blushes. This is Ultra Nourishing Argan Oil Blush in the shade Rose. And it's quite a beautiful pattern in there. So that's what the blusher looks like. It looks very beautiful. Although, I don't know why I'm hoping that's not me shimmer. Okay, that's cool. So, because I was a bit worried, because there is like gold around the outside, and as you see, I've just tapped this bit and the gold disappeared. So I think it's just the top layer, which is great, because again, I don't particularly want gold on my skin. But all the blushes, all the different shades that were there, had like this pattern on it. So, you know. And again, it comes with a mirror and a little brush as well, which I probably will not use. So, I am just going to go ahead, and this is, yeah, because that is like straight up gold glitter on there. So I'm just going to, you may think this is silly, but I'm going to take that off with my finger. Now the gold's gone, and we can test this out properly. So again, using my favourite blush brush is the Luxie 504 Large Angled. Dab into there. It's quite a pink toned blusher, which isn't my usual kind of go-to shade. Oh, it's pigmented. Okay, so there's still some of that gold on there, and now I look ridiculous. Wow, okay. So I obviously didn't take off all the gold because there is gold glitter on my face now. So let's, you see that? I don't like that. I mean, I'm hoping I can just kind of knock off, because the pink's pretty. I'm hoping, oh yeah, I missed a big spot there, that's why. Okay, so hopefully I can just get rid of that gold on the top layer and have just the blush, because the blush is a really beautiful colour and it's nice pigmentation. It's not too pigmented where it's going to look like a clown, but it's pigmented enough to translate onto the skin, and it's really beautiful. And again, it blends nicely over unset skin. Just don't want the gold glitter in there, unfortunately. So So I have to just look past that. I don't think I said how much that was actually. So that was €15.90. And then the last product is a highlighter. And I don't think my skin's already a bit too glowy from that blush. But I'll give this a go anyway. So this is the Mineral Glow. It's in translucent, so apparently it's for all skin tones, this one. Okay, so this is what it looks like. It's a pretty kind of pearl toned highlighter. I'm not sure how to suit all skin tones. I think that sometimes with these lighter highlighters on deeper skin tones, it leaves that cast. So I don't know if it really would be for all skin tones. But again, it comes with the mirror and the brush that I won't use. A little bit here. Oh, yikes. Okay, so it's definitely pigmented. Like I said, I don't get how it suits all skin tones, because I really don't think it necessarily would. If you're someone who really likes that blinding highlight, you are going to absolutely love this, because as you can see, that is very highlighty, very pigmented. Unfortunately, I'm not someone who likes that blinding highlight. It's just not for me. I mean, it's pretty. And actually there is, because I was worried because it looked like it's going to shimmer, and I can't actually see any shimmer on the skin, which is perfect. That's kind of my kind of highlighter. However, I don't know if I like it though. I just think it's too intense. Let me just pick up a sheet a bit less and try the other side. Okay, so I picked up a lot less product, and that's slightly better. I think it's still very, very intense. So, I don't know if I like it. I just think you have to be, if you love your blinding highlight, you're going to absolutely love this one. I mean, there you go. But if you're someone like me who likes a slightly more subtle highlight, I just think it's going to be quite hard to achieve. So I have to... I'll still use this with all the products. You know, I don't want to waste them, so I will use them. But whether I'd recommend them to you is a different matter. So I'm going to start with the BB cream. Now, the formula-wise, I really like this. I like BB creams. I think they give a much nicer natural finish to the skin. Really healthy, fresh, dewy finish, skin-like skin. So it looks like you're not really wearing makeup, but it does give a nice even finish to the skin tone. If you're someone who likes full coverage foundation, you won't like this, but if you're like me, you like natural looking skin, I would 100% recommend this. The only problem is this doesn't, maybe they do a fair one, but it wasn't available in the shop, and obviously light does not match my skin tone. So that's the only downside with this one. But otherwise, I would highly recommend this product. Concealer, again, I think, not on spots, I would not recommend this for, because it didn't really cover. I think it's too much of a liquid formula for it to cover. I want something a bit more thicker. But for under the eyes, I actually love it. It's starting to crease a little bit under this side, so I probably would have to go and set powder now. But I think if you've got really dry under eyes, this is going to be great, because it feels very hydrating. It sits beautifully just under the eyes and almost looks like there's nothing there, but it has given some coverage under the eyes. I just think this sits so beautifully under the eyes. I'm absolutely in love. This is probably my favourite product actually out of everything. So again, I would recommend it if you're looking for a really nice hydrating under eye concealer. The contour stick. Like I said, I don't think this necessarily works for contouring. I think it blends out almost too well, so you can't really see a contour. But I think it does a really nice job of warming up the skin. And I have to say, I didn't think the highlighting shade was going to work. I thought it was matte highlighter, but it actually has some sheen and radiance to it. And I actually really like that on the skin. So I will definitely continue to use this more for bronzing up my skin. But I don't think this would work for actually skin tones too much darker than mine, because like I said, it blends out kind of really well. And even on this side, I pressed harder. And you can see it on the skin, the contour. and stuff, but it's not the most intense contour. So again, it depends on your preference. I would recommend this for more warming up the skin, adding a little bit of highlight, but I would not recommend it if you're wanting to contour your face. Moving on to the bronzer. This is such a nice shade for my skin tones. So they obviously do deeper ones, different shades of this one. And the shade is perfect. It blends beautifully over unset skin, which is great for me because I don't tend to set the rest of my face always. It's just that shimmer in it. Like I said, I've got bronzers that have shimmers in them, but you don't really notice it on the skin, and it just, when the sun hits, it creates a really nice beautiful glow to the skin. But with this one, you can kind of see the shimmer on the skin, which isn't my, like I said, I don't particularly like. So it hasn't got a lot of shimmer to it. It's got actually kind of only like a few specks of shimmer on the skin. But because it's really noticeable, those specks of shimmer, it almost looks like you've got put glitter on your skin, which I just don't like, which is a real shame. So, because the colour and the formulation is great. So would I recommend this? I'm gonna say no with this one. Okay, so then you got blusher. It's a weird one because you have to kind of get rid of all that gold on it so you don't get it on your skin, even though I missed a spot and did get some gold on the skin. And again, that's like gold glitter, so not a great look, I think. But again, the colour I really like. The pigmentation was just enough, so it's not, you don't like a clown, but you can see it on the skin. Again, it blends really nicely with unset skin. It does. I have probably gone over it now several times, and the gold has officially gone. So it depends. I would recommend this because I think it's a really beautiful blusher. However, it depends on whether you're wanting, if you really can be bothered to. Well, actually, it didn't take that long, but you have got to get rid of the gold first. So it does look very beautiful, but it's not practical in that sense. But I think the formulation of this is really nice. And unlike the bronzer, you can get rid of the shimmer. So I would recommend this blush actually. I think it's really beautiful. And then lastly, we've got the highlighter that claims it's for all skin types. I don't know that it would be. Like I said, I think it leaves that slight cast on deeper skin tones, so you would see it when you move your head like forward. I think you'd see it slightly. I don't know. And again, I mean, it's hard with this one because people do like the really intense highlight like this. So in that case, I would recommend this to you. But if you're like me, who likes a slightly more, this I can do just about this side. I don't think it's, I mean, it is quite intense, but I can live with this. But if you're someone like me who likes a slightly more of a subtle, natural highlight, you're not going to like this, because even with a couple of like dabs of the brush into it, you still get a relatively intense highlight. I mean, I managed to get quite a nice glow here and a bit down my bridge of my nose, so it is possible to go light-handed, but it's a bit too easy to go full on. So I don't know with this one. I think I'm going to leave it up to you. If you're someone who if you're like me with your highlights, don't get it, because like I said, although you can try and go in subtly, it's very difficult to do so. However, if you like this kind of highlight right here, I mean, it is quite cool, but I don't want to kind of go out the house right now with this on. I just think it's a bit too much. Then absolutely go for it, because you're going to love it. So that is this video complete. I hope you enjoyed it. Maybe saw some products you liked. I hope I gave you a good indication of what I think was nice from Physician Formula. I think, like I said, it's the first time I actually tried the brand. I think overall it seems to do some really nice products. I think price wise, like I said, I think I'm on the higher end of drugstore prices. I'm just hoping they do more selection in colour ranges, like with BB cream. Obviously it's too dark for me. The formulation's great, it's just a bit too dark. But they only did that or light medium in the shop I went to. Yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts on the products that I tried, and if you've tried any products from them, let me know your thoughts, and if you've got any recommendations as well, leave them down below. And yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this video, found it helpful, and I will see you in my next video. Thanks for watching.